Hola a todos, ¿cómo están? El día de hoy vamos a hablar sobre the power of a foreign language. And everybody wants to learn a language. I mean, that's obvious these days, especially with technology and traveling being very popular. Everybody's looking to learn and improve their language skills. So let's dive right into how I do the language learning myself. Maybe you can resonate to some of these ideas. First, I want you to use this word right here, language. And I want you to remember this word because that's what we're talking about. So it's easy to remember, right? Any topic that you want to present, that you want to talk about, use the one word that you will always remember. And since we're talking about language learning, the easiest word to take would be language, ¿verdad? Lenguaje. Entonces, language. Now we're going to create an acronym with this word language. And an acronym is just new words that we're going to branch out from each of the words that we already have in language, which are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 4, 6, 8, 9, 3, 4, 6, 8. Actually, 8. So 8 words. So we're gonna come up with 8 strategies, 8 tips to learn a language with the language word itself. Kind of funny, right? Let's see. So letter L is for how do we learn a language? Listen. Listen to information, listen to podcasts, listen to native speakers. In the past, we didn't have native speakers to listen to, right? But now with the internet, we can just watch a video, watch a movie, and then we listen to the language spoken by real people, the people that actually created the language, that not created it, but that use it all the time, native speakers. So that's the L. Next letter is A. And that word is for active. So if you want to learn a language, that's your question, right? You want to learn a language, okay? How do you learn a language? You actively practice the language. You actively engage with the language. You are writing. You are listening, like we said here. You are speaking with your friends in this language. And I know you might be a little intimidated or embarrassed. If you're not doing it with your friends, you're doing it by yourself in front of a mirror. You're talking to a computer just like me right now. You're talking to other people. See, as long as you're active, which means you're taking action, you're definitely learning the language, making progress. What is the next letter? N. Network. You're not doing it alone. A lot of people think that learning a language is something that you can do solo. It's not a solo job. Tienes que tener amigos. You need to practice it with other people. You need to find friends that are at your level, maybe high. Or sometimes even friends that are not at your level, but that you can practice with. Of course, ideally, these would be people, this network of yours need to be people that are at a higher level. But as long as you're using the language and exchanging ideas, you are moving the needle, you are making progress. And that's why I say network. If you're learning a language, if you want to improve your language skills, network with others. Don't do it alone. Okay, so far we've done listen. A is for active. N is for network. What is the next one? Grow. I really think when you learn a language, any language, you grow yourself as a person. Because the more you learn, the more vocabulary you incorporate, the more phrases, expressions, you become a different person. You're not the same person anymore after you start learning a language. If you complete the language learning process and if you really get to master it, then of course you're going to be completely different. But you don't have to wait till you don't have to be 100% finished with the language. You can start today and already be different because you maybe picked up a few words already that your self from yesterday didn't know. Your past self from yesterday didn't know those words, but just because you know one or two new words today, you're already somebody that's different, somebody that is on his or her way to be somebody new. And so as a byproduct of that, you're growing, you're becoming somebody better. So good job if you're on that. G. So that's grow, right? So recapping, what is this one? L is for listen, A is for active, N is for network, G is for grow, you're growing. U, let's see, U is for upgrade. You're upgrading. It's similar to grow, but I still wanted to add it in there because you're upgrading your CPU, if you will. You're upgrading your operating system. And I'm using computing terms, but that's what's happening, right? You're upgrading your belief system because you're no longer narrow-minded. You're like, I want to know more about the world because of this language. And this language is giving me the tools. I'm getting to know a whole new culture, right? If it's Chinese, you're learning that, Chinese people don't use the same alphabet that people that speak Spanish or English do. They have a whole different way to do things. And so that's an upgrade, somebody better, just like growing. Let's see what else. Next letter is A. A, what is the other A here? Act. You're taking action, similar to active, right? Active and action go hand in hand. You're acting, you're not waiting. Like everybody's talking about like, oh, I want to learn a language. It'd be nice to be able to talk in French or in English or in Portuguese. Oh, wouldn't it be nice to be able to sing this song in this language? But you're just wishing, right? It's all just wishful thinking, never really doing the thing, taking action. And so if you want to learn a language, don't wait. Start this second. Right now, you can just start saying, how do you say hello in French? Bonjour. How do you say hello in Italian? Ciao. How do you say goodbye in Portuguese? Ashe or adios, just like in Spanish. I'm not sure. Or ciao. I think it's ciao. But see, you're not waiting. You're taking action, right? You have Google right now. You can just use right away. See, in the past, there were lots of obstacles, and you were allowed to make excuses. But nowadays, no excuses are really possible because everything is at the tip of our fingertips. So let's see what else. Act. G. What is G for? G is for give, teach, right? Giving. When you give something, you are sharing, right? Giving, sharing, teaching is the same thing. So if you learn a new word today, share it with your friends, share it with your parents. Don't wait to pass on the knowledge. Just like I'm learning all these strategies here and I'm sharing them with you through this video. So do the same thing when you learn something. And guess what? The more you share it, the more you give, the more you get for yourself, the more you learn it, the more you solidify it in your mind and in your memory. And the last one is E. E is for entertainment. Don't forget to have fun. Entertain yourself when doing this language thing. A lot of people are struggling to learn a language and like reading and writing and putting a lot of effort and time into it. But they're forgetting that this is only relevant if they are having fun. The moment they feel like it's a task that they're learning this language, that's when they start losing interest. So I think this would be the most important thing from the whole presentation, actually, to entertain yourself and never forget that the entertainment should be priority before you even try to learn this language. If you don't like the language that you're gonna learn, then don't even bother, because it's not gonna work, right? So there you go, guys. How do you learn a language? Listen, active, network, grow, upgrade, act, give, entertainment. There you go. Good luck.